Hi everybody, I'm Shauna Blake. I am your instructor for this second 8 weeks General Humanities 1 course online. I'm very excited to meet all of you and get started with this second 8 weeks course. Because it's only 8 weeks, it's pretty busy because we only have half the time, of course, but you knew that getting in, and I'm sure you're all prepared for it. So this morning, I just kind of want to go over a few things of like looking around the course, where to find everything, how to contact me, all that kind of stuff in the overview. And then each week I will be posting videos that are like little short lectures or little things to discuss throughout the week as well. So this first one though, just kind of like where everything is. So if you are into this class, you will see this, right? You'll see here's the welcome page. And then if you go to, the first thing you want to go to is the syllabus. The syllabus attachment has right here. Here's where the syllabus is located. Here's where the course calendar is located. There is a course calendar located on the syllabus as well, but I thought it might be easier because it's at the very, very bottom, so I put it on there twice for you guys to see. So if you open up the syllabus, you all will do this, I'm sure, but just kind of want to hit on some highlights. There's my name. That is my email address. Something to note is that whenever you email me, please make sure to email me at that email address and not the course email, because I will get a notification for if you just email me to my sjblake@carlalbert.edu. That'll pop up on my phone. That'll give me a notification. I'll see that. But if you email the course email, if you go into here where the course email is, an email from here, I will get that, but I will not get a notification for it, so it's likely that it'll take me longer to respond. So go ahead, and if you are emailing me, just email me in Gmail to sjblake@carlalbert.edu. That would be the best bet. So you will need a book for this course, as you see here. The book for this course is Experience Humanities, Volume 1, Beginning Through the Renaissance. It looks like this right here. I'm not sure exactly how much it costs the bookstore. It is an older edition, so you should be able to find it online for cheaper if that's something that you want to do. So Experience Humanities, and there is a reader that comes with it, but you don't have to buy that reader. If I use something from the reader, I'll scan it and give it to you guys access on Blackboard, so don't buy that. Just get this first one. Again, this is what it looks like, Experience Humanities, Volume 1, Beginnings Through the Renaissance. So that's what you're going to want to be seeing there. So back to the syllabus. In addition to the book, in addition to the internet access every day, you will need that for this course. It's a solely online course, so you'll have to be able to get in there all the time to check on things and to post things. You will need to get a Flipgrid, and I will make a separate video talking about that, and there's also a tutorial that you can find on your Blackboard under Start Working in week 1. That first one is the Flipgrid tutorial. So if we're back to the syllabus, that's something that you'll need. These are just general education outcomes. I recommend that you read them. It's like, what are you going to get from this course? Here is your kind of assessment and course format. Again, need the internet every day. Those are some things. You can look at the course calendar found at the bottom of the syllabus for an idea of when most responses, discussions, and quizzes will be due. Learning assignments will be created as the material warrants. So there are some learning assignments I already have posted on the calendar, and some just say TBA, and so those will be posted well in advance of when they're due, at least a couple of weeks, but I just don't have them in there yet, so they will be available to you whenever it comes closer to when they're due. So you can see here reading responses, 30%. Those are going to be each week you will read the chapter and you will write a response to that chapter, and that information can be found on what those should look like right here. Reading response information. Those are going to be some general helpful information. So I really recommend that you read those. It's really going to help you figure out what those should be, because you may not have done those in your classes before. If you haven't, this is going to be really helpful. So you want to not write a summary of the chapter, but a reflection on the chapter. So include things that you took out of it, relate it to some sort of pop culture reference or some sort of other theory or some sort of thing you read in the news. You know, make it unique to you and your thoughts on it. So I definitely recommend reading this to give you some help there. Another thing you will do each week is discussion posts. So once you write your response, and you will have to write your response in order to see other students' responses. So if you aren't able to see everyone else's, that just means you haven't posted yours yet. So you'll need to do that. So once you write your reading response, you will then respond to classmates' posts. So I think there are, the last time I looked, about a dozen of us. So once you post yours, you'll be able to see, okay, these people also posted. So you can read their response and then respond to them. So you'll need to respond to 3 classmates each week. So posts will be due by Tuesday at midnight, and responses will be due by Friday at midnight most of the time. You can look at that calendar. So when you start your post, you want to respond, say, hi, John, I agree with your stance on this, or I disagree with this. So that's kind of what you want to look at there. There is a reading response. Going back to the reading response, there's a reading response rubric that is going to be really helpful also to you, I think, for how do you earn your grade on this class. Oh, if it's going to pop up for me. It's not popping up for me, maybe because I have this one open. I recommend looking at that. The reading response rubric is going to give you an idea of what gets you an A, what gets you a B, what gets you a C, a D, and what is a failing response. So you want to read that rubric when you get to writing your post, so you can kind of tell, okay, what kind of post is this? What grade am I going to get on this post? If it'll go away. So that, whoops, I'm all over the place this morning. So that's something that will be helpful to you as well. So back to the syllabus, quizzes and tests, learning assignments, you can tell how you earn your grade. So this is something that is important to note. I do not take late work. That's not a thing. But each learning assignment, each reading response, and each discussion post, you do have a 12-hour grace period. So if it's due at Tuesday at midnight, that means that's when it's due. But if you get it into me by noon on Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon, then I won't deduct any points. So noon on Wednesday, you're fine. That is for learning assignments, reading responses, and discussions. Quizzes need to be taken at the time that they're due. There's no window for quizzes. So make sure that you're checking in all the time on when everything is due, and that course calendar is going to be helpful to you. So the course calendar is listed right here, so you have a good idea. So here's week 1. We started here on the 9th, and this is the 7th would be Sunday to Saturday. So we're beginning here. I'm assigning everything. I'm going over stuff. By Friday, your Flipgrid responses are due. Your Wonderland reading response, which is found in week 1, is due, and your syllabus quiz is due. This first week is a little bit weird since we started on a Tuesday, so I'm not going to make everything due tonight. So your responses will be due by Monday at midnight this first week. Then we're getting into Tuesday. Then it's fall break, so it's a little bit weird again. Then we kind of get into a pretty good rhythm here in the middle of the semester for Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday. We have Thanksgiving break, Tuesday, Friday. Then that's going to be that dead day throwing us off. So that's why the calendar's a little bit wonky, but it's all on there so that you know beforehand. So that's important to note as well. So, whoops. So I don't know if I showed you that calendar, but you should look at the calendar and you can see it. All right, so that is some important information that you should all be aware of. what you want to look at, if you're here on the welcome screen, everything is going to be in this Start Working tab. So once you get over to here, it's going to be week 1, October 9th through the 13th. That's the beginning of class through Saturday. Click on that. It'll be, everything is right over here in your table of contents. So you have a Flipgrid tutorial on how to use that. Here is where you need to click onto this. It will take you to your Flipgrid, and you need to make sure to log in with your email address. So that's what you want to use right here. You sign in with your Carl Albert email, and it will let you into the Flipgrid and teach you how to do it. This is a short video of me talking about your first reading response. Here again is that reading response discussion post information. Here is a poem that you will respond to, and you click right here and it will take you to your discussion forum. You can create a thread, and for your thread, your subject should be your first and last name, and then you would write your response. So I recommend on those responses typing them out in Word so that you can see, you can tell how many words you have so that you're in the right word count, and then pasting it in here. You cannot attach it, you need to paste it. And then if you get back in there, you also have a syllabus quiz. So you want to make sure you read that syllabus thoroughly, click it, and you can take that as many times as you need to until you get a perfect score. That's really about you learning information about the syllabus. So those are the things that are going to be due this week. So that's week 1. And like I said, I will have other videos and other things that we can be talking about throughout the semester. I hope that's helpful to get you started. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me, Shauna Blake, at sjblake@carlalbert.edu. If you are an on-campus student who just likes to take online courses and you want to come see me, I'm in the Ollie Center for Academic Excellence, room 1305. So everybody have a good first week, and let me know if you have any questions.